Alright everyone, I know I didn't videotape this part. I did the bottom suspension. Just the rear. Haven't done the front suspension at all. I'm going to get that done today. I've got a little bit more left on the engine and it's done. I put in the big air cleaner scoop this morning. I need to fasten this wire down. The wire fastens down to this here. There's a couple other things to do in the engine, but they're minor. Some detail painting, okay? Some touching up here and there. Alright, I just know I haven't shown this. I didn't show that I did this, and I got some touch up to do on that. Now, one thing. Kit supplied wheels. Let me see if I can find one real quick. I have some issues with the kit supplied wheels. One, I'm missing one. Don't know what happened to it, but it's gone. Now, those of you that build cars from like AMT and Rebel and that, you're going to notice this tire doesn't look like what you're used to. What you guys are used to are tires that look like this on the back. Because they do metal rods and then they push the metal rod into the tire. Here, they do a nub on the tire and push it into a hole that has a poly cap in it. Okay? And these tires fit very snug. I don't mind the kit supplied tires, but and the rims look okay to me because they're not overly chromed. But I'm missing one and I don't know where it is. So I got some issues to deal with. I can't use American tires on the car because they don't fit correctly. So I'm going to have some fun trying. I got to find that missing tire essentially. Okay? It's either that or I steal a tire from another model kit. Like this one. The tires from this kit will fit that kit. Okay? I also have an Alfa Romeo kit over there where the tires will fit. The big problem I have, though, is this. Look how big the rims are on this thing. And let's compare them to the rims from the Honda itself real quick. Ah! Look at the difference in the size of the rims. These are much larger tires. I've already checked. I'm pretty sure they'll fit. And I can paint those any color I want. So I can paint them red. Just, yeah. Really large tires. Anyhow, so if I have to, I'll steal the tires out of the Porsche kit. It comes with 8 rims. It comes with a set of chromed rims as well. I just wish it came with 8 tires. It only comes with 4 rubber tires. Okay? And it comes with the poly caps. And again, I know these tires will fit on this car. In fact, I think the Porsche rims would probably look better. We'll see what I can do about that. Anyhow, I'm going to get going on this so that I can get some work done today. And I just wanted to show you that I had put on the rear suspension and pretty much finished up the engine. The front suspension is up next. It's going to take it'll take about a half hour to do that front suspension. And I need to finish up the interior. That's what I'm going to work on today, is getting the interior done. Okay? So I'm going to get busy, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Hello, everyone. Eyes are not deceiving you. There is no paint on this. No primer, no nothing. There's paint on the inside. I didn't bother to remove it there. Lacquer thinner. If you're going to use it, you better heed my warning of not putting it directly on the plastic. I didn't in one spot and got a fingerprint embedded in the model, the car body. And I just sat here with this kind of sandpaper. I mean, I have it all from 600 on up to 1200. Sorry, 12,000. Sanding the body over to make sure it's all smooth and fine, and it is. Okay? And this time I think I'm going to skip primer. And I'm going to go straight to the Tamiya paints as soon as this dries, because I just washed it with some water. The reason I'm going to skip the primer is I'm going to use lacquer thinner in the Tamiya paint. It'll bond to the plastic well enough. Alright? So, since this is dry, it's painted. I'm going to put it in the spray booth to get it dried with some air moving to keep the dust off of it. She's going to get painted. I'm not using the rattle can. One of you got after me for the rattle can. This will make you happy. I'm not. I'm not using the X7, the gloss red. I'm using the flat red. I did a test case. Here, I'll be back in a second. Did a test case. This is the XF7. I didn't polish this plastic. I didn't clean it up. I put a very light coat of gloss paint on it. Okay? And I bet if I polish this, it looks just fine. I bet if I put the gloss heavier, it's fine. And it's the color I want. I just need to get consistent. The color came out consistent on this one just fine. The gloss coat's not consistent because I put it on very lightly. I didn't put it on heavy. That's what I should do, is put a light gloss coat, let it sit for an hour or two, put a light gloss coat, let it sit for an hour or two. Let it cure between coats, and that'll build up a nice shine. I'm going to hit this again in a minute with a gloss coat to see what it looks like after that. Okay, so I'm going to be back. And once that's painted, I can actually get back to work on, this part of the car. Build the front suspension. Repair the damage I did to the back suspension. Yeah, you heard that. I did some damage to the back suspension. It's nothing major. Okay? The kit supplied tires stick to that suspension very well. And I need to put in the coil wire. Okay? So I'll be back in a little bit. Talk to you guys in a bit. Well, I painted that red. It's got a few spots that need a little fixing here and there. Okay? Not much. I'm going to sand it down tomorrow very lightly with the 1200 grit sandpaper. I can see I didn't get my red 100% even right along this edge of it. But that's okay. That also could be drying. But I'm going to give it a light sand down with the 1200. Same thing with the hood. This guy, I'm going to strip and paint gray. It's supposed to be gray in the directions. I was painting it red and I forgot to white coat it. These two parts were white styrene. That's gray. You can see the color difference. I've got about as much paint on each one. Okay? So, yeah. No good. The other thing I want to show you guys, and I've already put it away, but I'm going to pull it out real quick, is the front seats, it has to fall over, are pretty much done. Okay? They need clear coating. They're going to be clear coated tomorrow. I need to drill holes for the headrest and get the headrest in here. The center console is almost done. I mean, the floorboard's almost done here. What I have left to do is mask and flock it. And then that part's done. Oh, I got to paint the speakers too. So it just leaves me the interior for painting. I'm going to put the front suspension on the main body tomorrow. Okay? And fix my issue with the back suspension. I put a tire on it and pulled the tire off and it came apart. But that's easy to fix. Put the front suspension on. And then that would be almost done. I'm getting there. Tomorrow, this is going to get its future treatment. Okay? So is that sunroof. If I'm breaking into clear parts, you know where I'm at. I'm near done. Only problem I have is I'm still missing one of these tires. And all the aftermarket tires just are not working on this kit. I've tried to modify, I've tried all sorts of stuff. Just not working at all. So I'm going to either have to find that tire or pull tires out of that kit there, and they don't fit very well. That's the other bad part. Okay? And I do have artwork by BB. I do have another Tamiya kit right here, an Alfa Romeo, and the tires don't fit very well with it. I'm out of red paint. I'm going to make a trip to the hobby shop tomorrow. I'll see what they've got. Local hobby shop may or may not have something. That's the bad part. I can't use any of the MPC AMT kits you see in here because the tires are different setup. I wish I could. Too much mod work, too much everything just to get the tires to line up. just not going to work. Okay? So I got to go with something Japanese for tires on this, just due to the nature of the beast. I've been neglecting this. This is getting some work tomorrow. Painting. I just need to do some painting and get the vehicles and stuff attached. And get that Mercury 9 attached. That I've been putting off on it because I haven't figured out how to attach a Mercury 9 to that base yet. But once I figure that out, look out, she's going to be on there. This thing needs to be painted. There's not many parts left that need to be painted for that. Not much. So I've been putting this one off till the end for a reason. This Honda's requiring a lot more work. Stripping that body of paint was not a lot of fun. It really was not. I sat here with a toothbrush scrubbing it today for 2 hours, maybe 3. And then I took a toothpick and picked out every little nook and cranny on that thing. Okay? But it's stripped, it's painted. My experiment with the gloss card, it's still drying. Now, that right there is the lacquer. That's the Alclad lacquer gloss. Okay, I want to see how it works. That's a second coat. It's getting shinier, but it's not where I would like it. I bet if I polish it right now, though, it's going to polish up fine. We're going to find out tomorrow. I'm going to let that cure overnight. There's the headrest right there for the, yeah, those holes are not even. I'm going to have to redo that. But here's the headrest right here for the seats. I got to get the pins cut for that tomorrow. Get the seats done, so they're all ready to go together. Again, I can have this part of this console done tomorrow. I need to do the side panels and the dash. Alright, there's an update. It is Sunday evening at 10:30. I'm headed to bed. I got to be up at 6:30 tomorrow. And get to work. I'll see you guys later.